Shouldn't tell us. You should just randomly do
it. It is rolling. And now I'm going to need everybody to be silent for just a couple of seconds. That's all I ask, starting now. Okay, that's good. I try to have like a loud sound at the beginning, and when I first start, and then at the very end of the silence, that way I can see it and know what to do.
Cool story.
Well, it is a cool story. Jody, are you ready to start the episode?
Do you remember everybody's names?
Oh,
we don't use our real names. Carmen Sandiego, Woods, L, Gay Mischief. Come on.
Mischief Gay.
Oh, damn it.
And Jody.
And Jody.
Oh, does somebody else want to host it, Jody?
No, you're good. Unless somebody else wants to.
Unless somebody else wants to host it.
No.
Okay. Austin did one time. It was really fun.
Oh, yeah. I think that was the one where you're like, good morning. It's 7 at night.
7? Yeah. Like 9 o'clock at night.
Well, it's 9 o'clock now. All right.
Really? Okay.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Peeves and Qs with your host, Mr. Red, joined this week by Woods, L, Carmen Sandiego, Mischief Gay, and Clever Girl.
Oh, you didn't let anybody say anything.
Well, sorry.
Because you took so long you couldn't remember names. Because it's been forever since we podcast.
It's been a hot second. Literally the last episode, I believe, that had this group on was January 14th episode.
Wow.
Which I believe Carmen was not on there for, but January 7th you were. So,
wow.
It's been a minute. It's been a quick second. This is a podcast where we ask each other questions and talk about what's annoying us when we want to. Yeah, well, we want to do it.
When everybody's schedules get together, when the moon is full, and
when the
horse is on its last leg, we can all get together. Yeah.
Go to patreon.com/MrRedPlays. That's my YouTube Patreon show. Every dollar that goes into that goes into everything that I do, including this show. So
why doesn't this show have its own Patreon?
Because we don't have listeners. We don't have listeners yet. We will.
Because y'all don't share it on Facebook. That's why.
I have a couple of times.
I'll share it on Snapchat.
Also, you have to you have to offer rewards for patrons, and that would require doing
us getting together to do something.
Yeah, and doing more extra bonus stuff or whatever.
I'll sign something for you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we'll talk. Anyway, so that's what we do on this show, and we're going to start with our first segment. How the hell are you guys?
What have you been doing?
Yeah, what's up? What's been going on?
You two just finished a show.
Part of the reason that it's been so long is that most of the some of the cast.
Gay Mischief has done 2 shows.
Mischief Gay?
Recently. One of them with Carmen Sandiego.
Since January. And a recital.
Oh, yes.
I pretty much just say 3 because of the recital.
That's true. I totally forget about that one. I don't because it's good, but...
Because I literally, I auditioned for Next to Normal at the end of February.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that point, I was still working on my dance. The recital went up, at the end of April. Next to Normal went up mid-May. And then I jumped right into Crazy For You, which just ended, this week.
It was crazy, guys.
It was crazy good.
For you. Good. For you. Good for you.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely.
It was really funny.
Mm-hmm. It was a very long process. This is Carmen Sandiego, guys. In case you forgot what my voice sounds like.
Right.
It was a very long process. We did 9.5.
Yes, 9.5 shows.
We did 10 shows. So one of our shows was abruptly stopped because of the heat.
Oh, yeah.
But
because
wait, did you guys not finish the rest of the show?
No, we did not finish
the show. Our lead passed out. And it was very scary.
And vomited.
Yes.
It was
a scary.
It was like a
scary.
I feel like you don't need to go into every detail.
When she texted me that, I was like, wow.
Yeah,
oh my god.
It was just I think the whole thing, little things went wrong here and there, but the entire time.
Yeah.
You had some problems, before the show came.
That was also
I
scary.
had problems.
Mm-hmm.
What were your problems? If you want to share.
You had to grow a beard.
Yeah.
That was the main thing.
That was problem number 1. I have many. No, I'm just kidding. So the week before, the Tech Week.
Yeah.
The week
it was
of
Monday.
The show.
Monday of Tech Week.
Was it Monday? I don't remember. Anyway. We...
Yeah, it was.
We're in the middle of rehearsing.
Like a dress rehearsal.
We were still in Act 1. We were halfway through Act 1 and I just had this excruciating pain right in my side. And...
Which side?
My right side.
Oh, no.
That's the worst side.
That's the worst side.
And then I've had pains before, but like nothing like that severe to where like I literally wanted to strip off all my clothes. And
yes, he came off stage. I was not on stage, and he was taking his pants off. And he just
you were like, gay, what are you doing?
Well, I could just tell something was really wrong. He was just like, I don't
Not
feel.
the time or
he was just like, I
place.
don't feel good, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like what are we gonna do?
Oh, no.
Like I was having problems breathing.
Yeah.
And like I started crying because I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It was very
Which
scary.
makes things worse.
Yeah, I feel like I was panicking. I was
Yeah.
I think I was the closest thing I've ever had to a panic attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had one before. And then our choreographer took me to the ER, which I was there for 6 hours for them to tell me I had a kidney stone.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still like going to the doctors and stuff.
People say that is like one of the worst pains.
Yeah, it was awful.
So it hasn't passed. What'd they do?
It was okay. So they told me that they think it passed.
Like
but
from
maybe it was
your
just-
kidney to the rest of your body, but still it
Yeah.
hasn't.
Well, you pee it out. don't you?
Yeah, typically.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like ended up going for like a checkup afterwards. And she's like, you need to go have an ultrasound. So I went to have an ultrasound, and then they said that came out like inconclusive or something.
What? Jesus.
So now I have to go get blood work done. And I haven't done that
Does
yet.
anybody in your family have kidney stones? Like,
No.
No. Okay, so this is just
Really?
like a.
Yeah.
Right
Like
up there.
everyone in
from all
my
that
family
coffee.
has.
They said that. Well, no, they thought I had this thing called medullary sponge kidney,
Okay.
What
which
the
is
fuck
like
is
I don't
that?
know, but like I guess it's more prone to have kidney stones.
Oh,
and they
okay.
said it's usually hereditary, but like some people usually don't know that they have it unless they specifically go get it checked out.
Sure.
Huh.
Sure.
So
Yeah,
Wow.
nothing I ever want to go through.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I am uncomfortable just thinking about it.
I am uncomfortable.
yeah.
Don't love it.
Yeah,
No.
that's crazy.
That sucks.
What's coming, Elle?
I've
Lots
had
been changing
about
for
the
you.
roughest month that
Yeah.
I've ever had, just about.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, trying to get into the new apartment was a hassle. They made me wait an entire month with nobody in it, and
Yikes.
just to work on it.
Oh, yeah.
And then my car broke down. Had to get a new car. And I had to have shots in my head.
Ooh.
That was
What was that for?
What?
for alopecia.
Alopecia.
Oh.
It's like a slight form. It's the kind that's caused by stress and stuff.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
So that was very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds
I
scary.
had to do that. They did it like twice now. Like they put like a bunch of shots, like 60 shots in my head.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Where did you have to go for that?
A dermatologist.
Yeah.
Dermatologist to get 60 shots in the head.
Yeah, it hurt pretty bad, but it was
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
I was fine. I
Wow.
was just glad to have
Have it
something
done.
to
Yeah.
doing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
so
sounds
that
rough.
sucked.
And it's been July, which is like the hottest month,
pretty
which
hot.
just doesn't help anything because you're just like.
Yeah.
More stressed.
But at least it's summer. It took long enough to fucking get here.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's finally summer. We can finally
It's already
enjoy
on its
our
way
summer.
out.
It's
Yeah,
on its way
it's-
out.
I literally saw yesterday. It was like August 1st. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no!
Yes.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Well, people are getting ready. Music's in the stores. They put
Yeah.
up their Halloween stuff.
I'm ready for fall.
It's time.
I'm ready for fall.
It feels
I hate to admit it, but I am
No.
ready.
I'm
feels
ready.
like
I've
Shut
been
up, everyone.
hot all
No.
summer.
Yeah.
Where
I've
did
been
summer
sweating.
go?
It's fine.
Nowhere.
No, we'll stay.
It's
We'll stay.
here.
It's
I
okay.
get that feeling in the pit of my stomach that I'm
No.
just like, fall's coming.
Push it down. Ignore it. It's fine.
I would say that last fall, it was so hot still. Like, we didn't
Yes,
get crisp
we had a
fall
hot
weather.
fall.
It's a hot
And I'm
fall.
ready for crisp fall weather.
Yes.
Please.
Well, our listeners last episode listened to.
Oh, yeah.
We did a car cast on our way
Right.
up to camping.
We went up camping and we said that
Yeah.
we were going to do one on the way home.
Yeah, we did say that.
That didn't happen, as you noticed.
Y'all were tired.
Well,
No, well, yeah, but
yes,
no.
but there's more to it than that.
So we went tubing, on that,
Oh my
trip that we all
gosh,
take.
Yeah.
that we
went up.
keep complaining about.
that bad things happen every year.
Yeah.
Except
So
for the first time. Oh, you know what? Never mind.
yeah, you're right.
Forgot.
No, it was good. Go on.
So we did it at a different place. It was 3 hours away.
3 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And so we drove up there Friday afternoon, got got at the campsite around 6, hung out with everybody by the fire and whatever. And our friend had set up a tent for us.
Yeah.
So, like, all we had to do was just, like, go in, lay down, which we did. And, like, I saw that it was supposed to rain the next day. But it started raining.
That night.
And raining.
And raining.
And raining. And raining. And raining. And, like, thundering and lightning and...
Yeah. Did you have to leave?
Well...
we'll get there. Okay. So... I'm trying to remain calm because I just hate the sound of rain.
Yeah.
It stresses me out and because rain ruins everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Outdoor activities.
It does. And then all of a sudden I'm like, why is my foot just like really, really wet?
Yeah.
The tent had like started to collapse because there was so much rain.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, we're not going to panic. We're just going to move the mattress like closer to the center.
To the inside of the,
And then the center like went down.
Yeah,
so there was only like one. So I was
collapsing.
like, okay, we're going to the car.
We're going to try to sleep there if we can.
Shit.
Which, no.
No, we
because
could
it's still
not.
hot.
It was
and
hot,
it's a car.
And it's a car.
Question.
Yeah.
Did they not, did you have a tarp in the...
Yep.
Inside the tent?
Well, yeah.
I don't know what you mean. There
Like
was
a tarp,
floor.
like a blue tarp.
No.
Or something.
No.
You know, like you put it...
I mean, there was the floor of the tent.
Well, that's not... Well, that doesn't count.
It wasn't coming up from the ground. It was coming
Oh,
raining,
from
yeah.
the top.
Oh, so there wasn't... Oh, you got...
You know when you like...
You gotta put a tarp on that, too.
It wasn't my tent. Didn't say. You know when you touch like the side of a tent when
And
it's
it
raining and it like... it gets in.
Right.
So
Yeah.
anything. So we go to the car. We're like, we're just going to sleep here. It'll be fine. We'll wake up in the morning. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like tried that for like 2.5 hours trying to sleep.
Yeah.
And rolling around and whatever. Finally, Mr. Red was like, you want to go home? And I said, yes.
So, legitimately the scariest drive I've ever been on, because it was like 3 a.m. It was raining and storming super hard. We were all really tired, and we had like a 3-hour drive in front of us, and I was like...
Who all was with you?
Just the two of us, just Jody and I.
Well, I like spent too long deciding that I didn't want to go, and I should have just like went.
Yeah, because we could have been home so much earlier.
It was awful, and I was just scared that we'd get out and we'd get stuck in the storm or wherever. So eventually, like we just left, and then I have never been car sick in my entire life, and all of a sudden now at 3:00 in the morning, I am so car sick that we're pulling over every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm going to vomit my brains out.
Right.
So that's why we didn't do a podcast on the way home.
Right, the long story short.
It was awful.
Although, because I'm an optimistic person, I'm always looking at the silver lining. I have never slept better in my life than when we got back to our own bed. It was 6 a.m. We were so zombie tired. Getting into bed was just the best feeling in the world.
Well, it was like, we weren't on the highway.
Yeah.
So we were driving just in the northern of Michigan.
For the first, hour and a half of the trip, we were
you just go
back roads.
Up by Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Oh,
and so it's just like miles between gas stations.
Yeah.
Gas stations that aren't open.
Right.
And then the low tire light comes on. So I'm fucking going crazy.
Yeah.
And I haven't eaten anything. And I'm nauseous and blah, 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 blah. So it was awful.
Right.
Finally got home at like 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it was a bad time.
And like went to bed. So we didn't go tubing.
Right. We didn't go tubing.
So at least nothing bad happened while tubing.
Yeah. Because we just left. Also, you got a new car. I don't believe we talked about that.
Yes, I did get a new car since I crashed my other one, which we did talk about.
We did talk about the crash, but we didn't talk about the new car, which is great. It has a back
yes, which if we
camera.
would have had that weekend, we could have just laid the seats down and been fine.
Yeah, because it was so huge.
Yeah.
Like, it's so spacious.
Yeah.
We didn't have it yet, so sorry.
So yeah, tubing.
We've had a more fun time.
Tubing is 4, Clever Girl 0.
Yeah, well, they keep besting us.
Yeah, it seriously does.
Okay, so who hasn't gone in our...
Nobody is going to go to the next one?
I have no idea.
I also have...
When is it?
Trepidation, yeah.
Chocolate Thunder and I have not decided.
Okay.
So yeah, so
That's how you've been.
that's how I've been.
I've been good because I have been catching up on a lot of shows that I've been missing.
Like what?
I watched The Good Place. Has anyone seen...
I know it is, but I have not.
Good
These two don't know what
Place?
TV is. They've been busy.
That's right.
TV.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is TV? The Good Place is an amazing show. I absolutely love it. It is so funny and so good. And then I watched Chernobyl, which is horrific and depressing and a nightmare of a time.
Is that a documentary?
No, it's a It's like a dramatization
About
of the events. It's an HBO miniseries. It's only 5 episodes, but about the events of Chernobyl in the
Hard
Ukraine.
pass.
The Ukraine. with dead Russian accents. Actually, everyone just has a British accent on that show, which is interesting. But anyway, good show, but terrible to watch. It makes you feel awful when you're watching it, but very well made. So that's how I've been. Oh, and I got a new laptop, which we talked about in
It's
Mr.
gay.
Red Play. It is. It has
It's
a
way
light-up
gay.
keyboard.
Rainbow.
Rainbow themed. You can change it, but this is what I changed it to because, of course. So it's good.
I like
Good
it.
thing. Me too.
That's why we sound so good.
Oh, and this is the first episode that you guys are. Well, yeah, this is the episode that you
on the new mic.
y'all are recording with the new
I
Blue Yeti
love
microphone. Yes, it
I
sounds
want one.
It's a
pretty-
big old blue
pretty
mic.
big. Yeah,
Big ol'.
All right.
big old mic.
Well,
All right,
that's
so
what we've been.
Yeah, that's how we've been. That was the first, most of the well, no. But we're going to now move on to our next segment, which is Peeves. Who wants to go first with Peeves? I will.
Okay.
Unless everyone else wants to. My peeve is hydraulic screen doors. I believe I might have talked about this before.
I think you've just bitched to me about it.
It's true,
but
because,
yeah.
like, it's like when you have a screen, you have a regular door and you have a screen door, which is usually used for, like, protection against bugs and if you want to ventilate the home. But when they're on hydraulics, it takes so long to close, even if you pull the door physically shut.
yeah.
So what does that mean?
I have one of those.
Well, it's like you can tell if you look at the bottom, there's like a bar across it, and it's usually if you want to lock the door in place, you like slide a little slider or whatever.
It's like your home has like that. It has your door, and then it's
Is
got
it
that
like
glass
that?
door.
no,
Like a slot, but it
it's
like
a
swings like
it's a
this.
hinge door, and
Like
so
when you
know how
come into
have your-
my house, like I don't know if you remember, like I have both of my doors have hydraulic doors.
Have you ever?
I guess
seen,
I don't know.
Have you ever? Okay. Have
you
you
would
ever-
know. You just don't know what it's called.
Have you ever seen like a large steel door that's a normal door that swings open on hinges, right? Like normal.
Uh-huh.
And then when you open it, there's another like glass
door that
or,
you like go through?
or it's maybe
Oh,
mesh like a screen.
that.
It's that.
Oh.
but,
Yes.
But it opens like
if
Yeah.
you if
it
you were
doesn't
to
slide.
No.
right, it just swings
opens,
open.
Yeah.
If you
Okay,
were
yeah.
to push it open and then let go, it would kind of like very slowly
Yes,
and it would
yes,
kind
yes,
of
yes.
bounce back and forth
Okay.
a little bit.
Mm.
Those are
Until it
annoying.
eventually-
Nothing. No noise is more annoying than that.
Yeah,
Especially in the morning.
yeah, and people are like
Yes.
crashing through it and they're like shh.
Yeah, I hate that.
Because you have to like wait for all the air to blow out. Even if you were to pull it shut, it still gives you a resistance, and you have to like, oh, I just want to close this door. I hate them. That's it.
He complains because he walks me out every morning,
Yes.
and I leave, and it's his job to not let the door slam and wake up my
Yes.
parents. So he has to like
that's
wait for the door to close.
that's probably the most annoying thing is how slowly it goes. It still makes the loudest crash when it finally does close.
when he didn't live there, and I
Yeah.
just had to leave. I would just close the big door, and that way, when the air gets to the other one, it
can
quiets
still
it.
kind
Well, it doesn't even
Yeah,
close
but
at
not
that
as-
point.
but
It
not
just
as
sets
much.
on the
Yeah, but now I make him stand there and wave at me while I leave. So
Yeah.
he's there.
You do.
I put my body in between the door and the thing. Like if I'm gonna.
What?
We can't close it that way.
No, but like it closes.
No. She closes the main door and then she stands between the screen door and the
understand
main
Well,
what
like
you're
door.
saying about that.
the momentum of it.
Yeah.
Like hits me. And
Right.
then,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
it's
yeah,
yeah.
the rest of
Well,
it.
that's what I'll do. I'll
Well,
like, shove
normally,
my
like you
hip
put your
out.
arm out to like,
But
yeah,
it's dumb.
stop
It's all
it.
dumb.
Yeah, I hate it. Whoever invented that.
I always we have a fridge out in my garage that we
Uh-huh.
keep like our water bottles in and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I always go out there to get water, and if it's like really like early in the morning and like everyone's sleeping,
yeah,
I
I know what
try
you're gonna
to-
say.
I'll like go out there and I'll grab my water and I'll come back in, and I literally have to like run in and
Yes.
like slam or not slam, but
But like
like
close
really
the other
quickly.
the other
door.
door really quick so
Yeah.
so nobody
the
will
air,
be able
yeah.
to hear the
Yeah. That's fun.
I love playing the game of I'm just gonna run out there and I'm gonna get back in before the door
Yes.
closes.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's my peeve. It's a simple one. It's not too annoying, but I just hate
And
them. There's
you're an
gotta be a better
engineer,
way.
so I'm sure your brain just is like, there's gotta
There's
be a better way.
Yeah, there's a better way.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is my peeve. Peeve closed. Who would like to go?
I'll go
Hashtag next.
I will. So, last Friday, week from today.
Last Friday night. Go ahead.
I got that in my head.
Nice. Thank you.
We went to karaoke with Alex's family. or
Oh,
Mr. Ed's
yeah.
family.
Mm-hmm.
And I sang my signature song, Hit Me With Your Best Shot by Pat Benatar. I'm really embarrassed that you all know
No, it's
that.
a good. Well, it's a good.
It's a good. It's
We
a
all
really
have
good
those
song.
things, right?
Song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it has, what the peeve is it has this huge musical break in it.
Like an
Oh,
instrumental
that's
solo.
Instrumental, yeah.
That's my question.
I just want to know what the fuck are you supposed to do when you're singing karaoke and that happens?
I don't pick songs that have instrumental breaks in them.
It's really hard.
There's so many.
Every
fucking Queen song has a guitar solo in it for like 3 minutes. It's just ridiculous.
It is.
I think you have to acknowledge the fact that it's a long instrumental pause.
But like, what do you do?
Go and like talk to your
People
friends.
usually say like,
bring a drink up.
long instrumental break.
Yeah, drink your drink. Like,
Or you try to like dance or something.
Just no.
I usually dance.
Yeah.
I usually
Just like
dance.
bring your drink and just like.
That's what I gotta start doing is
That's a
bring
good
my
idea.
drink.
More awkward though.
I mean, Elle Woods. That's a great idea.
Wow, I don't know how you did that with
I
your voice where
usually go-
you beeped like that.
I
That was
go.
interesting.
Just take a swig. That's a good idea. I'm gonna
That
start
is
doing
funny.
that because I didn't have anything to do, and
Oh,
this
yeah.
Awkward, but
this
it's
huge
Don't.
old
No,
crusty
no.
cunt
Oh,
who was singing all night long, who I couldn't stand her fucking voice. She's just one of those people who goes there every karaoke night and sings
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
She was like, own it! And I was like,
shut up.
fuck you!
Yeah.
I was pissed and
Yeah.
didn't sing another thing that whole night. I was like,
What does she
fucking
want
hate
you to do?
Yeah.
Like
it's like, what do you
dance
want me
or
to do?
something, I guess.
No, I dance enough. On
Okay.
my own.
I mean, you don't like critique other people.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
that
Like
thing.
it's fucking karaoke.
Everyone's
People go up
just having a
there,
fun
lots of
time.
people don't sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you did, so like that's good enough.
Yeah,
Like, shut
like,
up.
I hate when you're like out at karaoke and like one thing ruins the whole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it really does. It's
Well, because
sour
like
grapes.
you're
man.
so vulnerable when you go out and do
Yeah.
karaoke
Yeah.
already. So it's such a fragile thing.
So I don't need some old white
Stop,
bitch
don't- okay.
telling me what to do.
There was one time I was doing karaoke and I was singing, and like some guy came up and started dancing on me
Oh,
up on the
geez.
stage.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just really uncomfortable, and
Yeah.
I didn't sing for the rest of the night.
Mhm.
So I'm peeved at musical breaks. There shouldn't be any. There's no need for them.
Well, here's the
You're-
thing.
You get that,
Karaoke.
lady. You're
Well,
peeved
yeah,
at
yeah.
lady.
Like,
no, I'm peeved because there's nothing to do. Even if that lady wasn't there, it's still on my
It's
peeve
the same
list.
thing in like an audition where you're singing the song and it's a
Yeah.
You just
That, I mean, you can like trim around that and like
mhm.
yeah, it's
get
awkward.
away with it.
They
but-
should have like karaoke versions of songs where those are cut
where
out.
Yeah.
And so it's in the regular song. You should sing a Pink Floyd song when you go up. It's literally
I
like,
would, but I don't want to kill myself.
well, it's
so.
6 minutes of, what does that mean?
Pink Floyd's so slow.
No. It's a 6 minute song with like one line of singing in it and the rest of it's just all in.
I'll just sing the
Yeah.
tequila. song.
Tequila.
My
Yeah.
gosh.
Have you seen that video where it's like it's just at somewhere and it's like da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's just this one guy just standing there and all of a sudden
Yeah.
it's just like tequila.
Tequila.
Like so flat and so
Uh-huh.
plain.
Me too.
I love
Yeah.
it.
It's funny.
That is.
All right, well, peeve.
So that's my peeve.
Very good peeve.
And I'll
think.
close it.
What?
I have no idea. When there was a weird rumble that happened.
Go.
This
Right,
was a ghost.
It was a ghost.
No,
This episode's
it
haunted.
wasn't.
Congratulations. Peeve closed. And who would
closed.
like to go with our third peeve?
I will go.
Okay. I thought you were going to say, I will wait for someone else.
This might spark some debate.
Ooh.
Okay, okay.
Controversy on Peeves and Qs.
Is this going to be the last episode of Peeves and Qs?
So when I'm driving,
Uh-huh.
I'm that person that's like, turn faster, like go faster.
Okay.
Like I'm always that kind of person. But when it comes to like the ramp to get onto the expressway,
Oh, yeah.
I like to take the whole ramp to build speed and merge.
We are going to get in a fight about
Yes.
this.
Yes, me too.
I do
Yes.
too. I'm be honest.
Why are people?
So
why do people want to just speed up and immediately merge? It doesn't make any fucking sense
Uh-huh.
to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to run out of the road. Like, I don't want to run out of the strip and then be on the gravel
But I feel
and
like-
then flip my car.
Okay, but I
ramp is
feel like
there to do that. It's there to
build
accelerate.
speed.
Oh, the ramp, yeah. I think, like, the whole merge lane, I thought was, like...
That's what I mean.
Well,
okay,
yeah, the whole
no,
thing.
I don't
Yes.
take the whole merge lane. I get to where the highway is, and
Okay.
I fucking get over.
Here's the thing. If you slam on the gas of your car, it like feels like you're burning it out, right?
I don't really care.
You don't
Yeah.
care. I want my car to last a long time, so I'm going
It
to take
won't.
care.
You
I
have a
know.
Ford.
Well, yeah, but listen, not the time. You always do this, Jeff. No, you have to like take care of your car.
I get it,
So
but...
I like try to not slowly, but I try to accelerate at a normal speed. I'm not going to go and like
what is
going
to happen to you when you run out of the strip and you can't get over?
Well, then you have to slow down until somebody lets you on.
Yeah, but what if someone does it and they just cruise right by you?
Okay, what if you're
hit them?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit them.
Well, what if you're in the middle lane and you have to change lanes, but there's cars everywhere and they never let you over?
That
Eventually,
sucks,
you just like slow down, and eventually you're like, somebody has to let me over, so I'm just gonna. I'll pull to a stop if I have to.
It's there to build speed.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. When you turn onto a street that has 2 lanes that are going the same direction, and you know that
So one way?
No, a 2... Yeah.
Two lanes in one direction.
And 2 lanes in the other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And let's say you turned left, so you're in the leftmost lane, but your next turn's going to be right. When do you get over? Do you get over right after you've turned? Or do you wait till you're about to fucking turn right and get over in that lane?
It depends on the flow of traffic.
Yeah, it depends on the flow of traffic.
Oh my God.
I guess I would turn into the left lane and then immediately turn my blinker on to get into.
Oh,
see?
No. In that situation, if you turn left, so you're in the left lane. We're Americans, by the way. Then, if you can tell, you want to stay in the left lane because people are going to be turning right, and you're going to have to slam on your brakes and wait for them to turn right in front of you, unless your stop is like right up there.
Yeah, but you never know where you're going, and so I need you to be in the correct lane.
Not the point. Not the point. The point is, I'm right.
I've always been taught to just get in whatever lane that you're going to use next.
And then you can like take 10 more minutes to get there because you're slowing down behind other people.
I just feel like either way you're going to piss people off.
Right.
Off because if you take the whole speed, like the whole merge lane, the person behind you is going to get pissed and like get immediately over into the expressway. But if you immediately get over and you're not fast enough, the person that you're pulling out in front of is going to get pissed.
Who was in the...
Well, they shouldn't be in that lane anyway.
That's true.
Who rides in that lane unless you're getting ready to get
Old people.
Dumb people.
Old people. And dumb people.
People, dumb people.
What's the difference?
I don't know. I'm trying to even think.
When's the last time you drove on the highway?
I don't think I
all
make a conscious effort to do one or the other. I think it's depending.
Yeah.
Like if there's a semi coming, I'm like, my car's pretty fast. I can beat them, so I just go. If there's no one coming, if it's later at night or something, I'm just like, whatever. I'll just
I've
take
never
my time.
been in a fast car before. All my
I
cars are
do
bad
take
and
the
stuff.
whole ramp to gain speed though, because I don't like.
I try and build
people,
speed so I can get over.
It's because not everyone's cars can accelerate at the same rate. So
Here's another thing. When those ramps, those entrance ramps are like such a long curve, you can't speed up because eventually your car will just tip over. At least that's how it feels. So you have to be going at least a minimum distance.
Right.
Some of them are very sharp
speed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you can't speed up to the proper speed until you're on that merge lane.
Yeah.
So that's when you have to start going fast.
I just check my blind spot and fucking go.
That's true.
Like, I get over.
Blind spots
I just
are
can't do
equalist.
that.
Well,
I can't. I have to take the whole lane.
Let me ask you this: when a lane is about to end, when do you get over? When you first saw that it was going to end, or at the end when it's ending?
I get off when I see the first.
Yeah, when you see.
Okay, so we get along with everything else except that.
Or if you know that the lane's gonna end, like
you know, fucking people like that just ride it out, and then get over.
Specifically in the we've said the word Clio before, so I think it's safe to say in the Clio region, there's this one street, the main street that like has this end where most people seem to know about it, but occasionally there's people who aren't from around that are like, I'm just going to be in this lane, and then it like merges over, and it's like, oh, you're not getting over now.
Which is right where I turn a lot. So
okay, so
the sentence I was going to use. Yeah. I can see why that's a peeve.
Wait, what was the actual?
I don't agree.
I don't agree.
What was the actual peeve there? Was it just
that people get over too early before they don't use the whole lane?
Like people behind me specifically, because like they just get immediately over, and then I have nowhere to go because they get immediately over. So
well, maybe if you got fucking over.
No. I'm with you on this. I'm with you. All right, cool.
I'll have to try it.
Peeve Club.
I'll do some research and see.
See what happens. Some on-site research.
Yeah.
Who'd like to go next with a peeve?
I'll go next.
Do it.
Okay.
My peeve is the animation in the new Cats movie.
Oh!
I haven't seen
we haven't even talked about this.
I'm probably the only one
Listen.
that is so fucking excited for
Listen,
that.
no.
For it.
Time out.
Yeah.
I am excited to go and see this movie in theaters, but when I saw the trailer, I laughed so hard I was crying because I couldn't believe the quality of the CGI in a bad way.
Uh-huh.
But, like, I just don't understand. I don't understand.
The first text I get from Carmen Sandiego is like, "Have you seen the Cats trailer?" And I didn't at that point.
I forced people in the Cats
and then
to watch
so she sends it to me, and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, it doesn't look that bad." And she's like, "What?"
See, okay, so I teared up because it was because of the
the Memories song.
Well, yeah, but like. I mean, memories in general. Because that was like...
Yeah, you used to watch that all the time.
Yeah, we used to watch that as a kid, so I teared up, and I was just
I don't hate Cats. I like a lot of the music from Cats, but, like, they did Jennifer Hudson real dirty. And that, like...
Yeah, she's the only one that I'm like, ooh. The rest of them I think look okay.
It's too human-like.
They do look very
I haven't
strange.
even seen the trailer.
Oh, we should watch it live. No,
pause it now. Like, yeah, you have to watch it. I just think that they went too human-like with.
You think that what it? Yeah. What do you want from it? Like,
well, in the
what
stage
did you want
production,
it to be?
I wanted it to be. They should have just like filmed the stage production.
They don't look
Which
like
they
cats
have.
in the stage production, though.
No, but they look like. But
I think they
but
look like
it's
they
a stage
do
production, so I know that they're people in cat costumes.
So they're supposed to be
but
cats.
I feel like it looks the same. One is just digitalized.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree.
I think that
it doesn't bother me.
I don't know.
I know everyone is losing their minds, but I'm like, what the fuck else are you gonna want?
I'm
from
excited
me?
to see it.
It's
I'm excited
cats.
to see
Are you
it.
gonna want them to like have actual cats?
Yeah.
And, like, fucking Lion
I was
King
gonna say Lion King.
The Lion King,
we got that.
little
Two cats.
little tabby cats that are
Like,
running around
everyone's just
singing.
like,
That would be so
I would
cute.
love
I
that.
don't understand.
Disney, get on
people
that.
are like saying, they're like, oh, this is what non-theater people think of theater, and I'm literally, I don't get it.
This is the problem. Everyone,
What's the problem?
so many theater people hate cats to begin with
Yeah,
that
they
they just want to fucking shit on this movie. That's it.
Yeah,
That's true. I like the music from Cats. I do like it. So I wanted it to be better, quote unquote, than it is. However, I'm gonna go see that movie in theaters.
We're gonna go
for sure.
Go see it.
Yes.
Similar to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie they made a couple years ago, where the
with M. Fox.
Megan Fox, yes. What a weird pull, but yeah. Where the
J.
turtles
Fox.
just look like terrible monsters that are like
do.
horrific to see.
Yeah.
This is another case of like I don't understand why they made the decisions they made, but
Michael
I'm fine
Bay.
with it. Yeah. Well, I don't know that he had a handle in
I'm sure he
Cats.
did.
All right. Well.
Well, no, he didn't in Cats.
Okay.
Can you
Michael Bay's
imagine?
Cats. Oh, I would love that too.
I would definitely see that.
Here is my thoughts on the matter. Like we've had good movies before. Like everybody has a.
Aladdin. Yeah.
Well, everyone here has a favorite movie. So, like, just hold on to that movie. That can be your favorite movie forever. It's fine. Make weird movies now. Like, make bizarre, ugly-looking movies that have
I
weird
think this
cat
is going to be
people
a
in it.
really entertaining movie, and I like the music. So.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Jennifer Hudson does not look as beautiful as she is, and that's sad. That's the only person that I'm like, oh, I wish she was.
Somebody
Look more like Jennifer Hudson.
Somebody put
you
the
know?
Snapchat cat face filter
Aw.
on her singing, and I'm telling you from Dreamgirls,
Oh.
and I was like, yes.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, well...
Well, I have the original recording, so we can just watch
let's
that.
just watch that.
I do think it's funny that every theater person, like, typically is like, ugh, Cats, and then all of a sudden this comes out and they're like, I fucking love Cats, I can't believe they ruined it. It's like, what?
Yeah, I don't understand why people hate it.
I've always
It's
liked
weird.
Cats.
I feel like if you like the
It has
musical,
catchy
you're gonna
music.
like this movie.
I hope
And they're
so.
they have to add to the story.
Yeah, it's
because-
gotta be different. It's gotta
Yeah.
be
There's no
brought
story.
into the...
That's the story.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, but
literally...
they have to.
There's
For the
going
sake
to
of the
be-
movie, they're
yeah.
gonna have to add more of a plot.
We should do a Cats episode when that
Yes,
movie comes
please.
out.
Oh
We
my
should do it. Man, that'd be funny. Anyway, all right, well, yeah.
I understand your view.
There you go.
Do I agree with it? No.
I just think they could go do another pass at it and tighten up some stuff.
They might. You know, they did that with Sonic, so they might do that.
So, right, yeah.
I
like, people
literally
hate
think,
this.
like, movie production companies, like, put stuff out now, and they're like, okay, what are they saying? Oh, take it back, and, like,
Right.
change a couple of things, and then, like, just kidding, this is what it really is. Like, you know, when the first trailer came out for Aladdin, Will Smith
Right.
wasn't blue. And everyone was like, oh my god, Will Smith's not blue, how can he be the genie or whatever? And he was like, chill guys, I am gonna be blue.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, good
Chill.
peep. I would say I half agree, so I re. All right, well, who would like to go final with our peeves, if you have one?
I do have a
good.
peeve.
If I had
I
one-
have a lot of peeves. I
Oh.
just have a question.
Oh, okay.
So acknowledgement. When you're never acknowledged for anything, and it's just like you just keep giving and giving, and then you just never even get a thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just
sure.
like
people start taking advantage of you.
Yeah, and it's just like you're expected to do whatever, and then you do it, but you don't have to. There's you don't have to, but you want to do it for them or whatever, and then it's just you never get even nothing for it. It's just like you do it, and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. I think eventually you do have to kind of either stop doing that or. This sounds horrible. Like, buck up and know that they're never going to do that. That's hard. I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it?
It's very frustrating. Yeah. Like, I want to help and I want to do all of that, but then you never get
also get a pat on the back, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you never get credit for anything, and it's not like I need credit. It's just
right. You don't need an award for doing this.
Just
this
from
job.
That person, maybe a thank you every once in a while would be like awesome.
Yeah,
but it never happens.
Well, you can totally tell when someone's like genuinely like, "Thank you, I really appreciate that you did this. You took the time to do this," and other people are just like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah.
Or sure.
Oh.
I hate the word sure. Hate the word sure.
Yeah,
everybody knows that
for sure.
I mean, just because. Okay, only in the sense of sure. Only in that way. Like when you're like, hey, would you like me to do this? Or do you want that?
Sure.
Like, oh, so you don't really care. Okay, well, I'm not going to do it. You don't really care. Like, it's kind of...
I got you.
You know, I mean, that you can say sure and be different about it.
Yeah.
So I guess I can't completely say it. But anyway.
Well, it's context,
That's really... that weighs hard when you just keep giving and giving and giving and just receive nothing.
It does. And it might feel bad to, like, want that, but, like, I think everybody needs acknowledgement for the work they do.
We're humans.
I think that's, like, built into us. So
it really
completely normal.
Gets you down after a while when you're just... I don't know. It's a big old peeve.
For real.
I'm going to piggyback off of that. I kind of felt that way during this show that we just did.
Ooh! Drama.
Because, not in that exact way, but, so I always felt like, even though, like, a lot of my stuff got laughs, but I feel like everyone always praised the other cowboys, except for me. Yeah.
That's bullshit. You're the best cowboy out there.
Like, okay, like, the director and choreographer, they would compliment me and stuff, but they wouldn't do it in front of everybody.
Oh, that's weird.
So it was weird.
Yeah.
And then, like, somebody specific, one of the castmates, backstage one day was like, oh, I can't, like, I'm gonna miss, like, cheering on, like, can you blank out these names?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna miss cheering on, like, you guys are so funny. Oh, also, you're hilarious. You're great. And I'm just sitting there like...
Yeah, like, waiting patiently.
Except me? Okay, great.
Oh.
For the record, your name was not in that list of names that we just said.
Right, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Anastasia Beaverhausen, really? She said that?
Jody, what are you doing?
Just giving something that you don't have to bleep.
Oh, thank you.
So I get that. Like, and when it comes to, like,
it could have
performances
been like
and
Do you think, because honestly, and this is not just me being biased because, like, you're my best friend, but, like, you were, like, so much better than those other cowboys. Maybe, like, they didn't want to say, like, oh, Gay Bishop, you're doing just so good, because it would make the other people feel bad.
I think that that's true.
I think people do that.
But I don't like...
you need to give credit where credit is due. You work very hard. Just
and
as
it's
hard
like
as
I would
people.
always constantly try to, like, add things that would maybe be funny or maybe work, and, like, it was never acknowledged ever.
That's
Hardly
frustrating.
ever.
I kind of felt like I felt like I got the same compliments over and over again, which were, I mean, it was nice to be getting a compliment in general, I guess, but I almost feel like they felt like they had to tell me XYZ.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas, like, other people got, like, my scene partner,
Yeah.
bleep, like, they fell over backwards for him, like for every little thing. And even when we were supposed to be doing like the funny stuff for our brush up, like I was trying to change some of my lines to be funny, and they were like, no, say your lines perfectly. And like he was doing whatever the hell he wanted to do. And I was like, why? Who cares? But so, I mean, I do think it's a little bit like depends on the person. But
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, like I knew I was doing a good job, so it didn't really matter. And they did. It's not like they didn't compliment me. But I do feel like maybe they were afraid to compliment you too much and not compliment the other people.
Yeah, maybe
at all.
Or maybe they have like a higher caliber for you. They're like they know what you can do. So, not to say that you weren't pushing yourself, because I'm sure you were, because you were adding stuff and whatever. But who knows? It's frustrating either way.
Yeah. I think in general, like in life, like back to you, that it is like you get to a point where you have to decide, like you said, do you want to keep doing this? Is it taking all of your energy and your like emotional, I don't know, is it exhausting you to continue to put energy into this person or this friendship or this relationship or whatever? Like, is it worth it for you to keep giving? Because it's in your nature to give.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't give, you would feel bad. Not anything to do with the other person.
Because you want to do it.
You would feel.
You want to help.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. But then you know how you would react if somebody did the same stuff for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just have to be like, well, not everybody's like me, and so I just have to like accept that person's not going to do that. But also not get taken advantage of by that situation.
It just, like then it seems like they don't care enough to, like you're helping them do this and that, and then like they can't help you at all.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Like,
no, and I think it depends on the situation, like who
of
it is.
course it does.
Right.
Yes, of course it does.
That's when you bring up like, remember when I did that for you? Relatable peeve. I think a lot of people struggle with that, myself included.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for sharing with us.
That was really nice. You didn't think any of us.
Well, your peeves weren't about me anything. Mischief Day, thank you for sharing as well. And that's all. All right, well, good peeve. Good peeve. So let's move on to questions. In the interest of time, I will abstain unless everybody gets through theirs fast.
What was your question?
Oh, we'll find out later. Aww. You go.
Okay, mine I hope will be fun. My question is, what is the worst date you've ever been on?
Ooh.
Mine?
Her name was Jody.
Mine was, I was in my freshman year of college. I had a friend who was going to a different school district and had graduated. We graduated at the same time. And it was one of her classmates' brothers. So, like, way just, like, out of left field. When we had been talking on Facebook or whatever. And then it was finally like, oh, well, let's go bowling. Let's go out. And then, like, he was not a lot older, but older.
Is this the person have you told this story before?
I don't know if I have on the podcast. So we met up to go bowling, and he, like, comes in and he, like, sees, we've only seen pictures of each other. And, comes in and he's like, oh, hi, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, oh, I left my bowling ball out in my car. And so he left. And I thought for sure, because he was gone so long, I was like, okay, he left. And that's fine. I was totally prepared to be like, okay, fine, I can just go home. Nobody needs to know about this. Because I didn't tell anybody where I was going, which was my first mistake.
That's terrible. Yeah. That is a bad idea.
Bad time.
I was very, like, secretive and, Yeah. See, I could have. Yeah. I could have, no doubt. He did come back, and we bowled a couple of games, but it was just the worst time, because I could tell he was just like, nope, I'm not physically interested in you, and so I'm literally just like answering your questions. I'm not asking you anything, and so let's get this over with. Yeah. I was like, I rather would have had you just like leave. Yeah. But so that's the worst date I've been on. It's a blind date.
Wow. That's bizarre.
He's a big pothead, so it ended up working out okay. Because like I say on all my platforms, I don't support.
Oh, I was going to say, because you got pot.
Why? That's going to be my question. I'm changing it. I had a whole different one.
Weird.
Yeah, you said you had a question.
All right, well,
I did.
Do you want to answer?
I thought of one.
Mischief?
I mean, mine's not fun.
Oh, that's all right. Maybe.
Well, no, worst dates are fun.
Well, like it could be.
I've told this on this podcast before, I think. I don't go on a lot of dates. And part of the reason is because all the dates that I've been on have been, like, high-key awful.
Yikes.
Or, like, I don't know. So the one that I went on, my friends tried to get me together with this guy, and it was fine. Like, we were talking, we went on a date, we went to dinner, we went to the movies, and then he wanted to sit in his car and talk and listen to music and stuff. We sat in his car for, like, ever, talking a lot. We ended up making out.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
But it was awful because then he just, like, was like, nah.
Yeah.
So then it just kind of, like, fucked me up.
Soured you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So...
But is there anything that's ever, like, happened on a date that you've just been like, oh, yuck, or anything like that?
Not really.
Well, that's nice.
I've never had, like,
You must be nice.
awful actual date, I guess.
Yeah. Wow.
But, like I said, I don't go on a lot, so...
Yeah, we're gonna be boring. I don't go on a lot of dates either, and I haven't had any. I've just had ones that just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, you've had just awful,
like pre-date.
Yeah, they're awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yuck.
Yes, yuck. So we'll just say yuck, and yeah, nothing like funny or like anything has happened like on actual like face-to-face encounter though. Just like nothing has.
You've had men just like fucking explode in anger over nothing.
People are crazy, man.
Yikes.
I don't get it.
This is I want to introduce a new show, which is every opportunity I want to remind people that everyone should just get therapy. Like, it's a good thing to do. Just go see a therapist.
It's a good thing to do.
You should definitely at least go once in your life to learn the tools to take care of yourself.
Check in so we know how to communicate with each other and not
right.
go off the rails.
And not just explode in anger, just at seemingly nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get toxic masculinity.
That's true. That's for sure.
Yuck.
Right, what about Woods, L?
I don't think I've been on a date that was
Why the
horrible.
fuck did I ask this question?
I don't know.
None of you had
Could be
any
boring.
good
I just don't
I have
think
an answer.
because I've been on very awkward dates.
Those are great too.
Very
Those are- yeah.
awkward, but nothing that was like really bad. I mean, there was a few of them at the end. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But at least it was
You
fine.
can ask a different question. We can cut this.
Yeah, one of them was just very boring. Very boring. I was like falling asleep a little bit, but it was okay. It was very nice. I can't say anything wrong, but it was
It was
just
a snooze fest.
totally. It was very, very boring. Very boring. You talked about what is it when you do like the radio like back and forth like
Walkie-talkies.
no, not a walkie-talkie like if there's no power you can use them. Oh, I
Isn't
forgot.
that a ham radio?
Yes,
Yeah.
He was totally into ham
yeah.
radio,
Like the
and
lingo.
flying those electric cars or
Electric
planes.
Wow.
Like
flying
planes.
those cars.
those those little plane things that
Like
you
drones.
The drones?
Uh-huh.
no,
But like
not drones.
helicopters.
Not drones. They're actual they're not drones. They're something. They're like
something
planes,
flying,
and they're like
flying in
this
the sky.
big,
Gotcha.
and you kind of like a drone, but they're like planes. It was aviation something, but they're
Yeah.
like tiny. I don't
Sounds
know.
like a nerd.
It was.
Nerd.
See, I went out with him because he said he went to vet school, and I was like, oh, we have totally lots of common. Nope.
No.
He didn't finish vet school.
No, he did.
Oh.
He did. And then he was like, I don't want to do it.
Oh.
I'm going to go do
Wow.
this.
Turns
Okay.
out he hated animals, which was the problem.
No, but I've been on a couple awkward ones. Like one of them, the guy just started drilling me with questions.
Oh.
Like, how many, like he would say, are you, it's just too awkward. I don't know. He said, he asked me about conception or contraception and
Oh yes, I remember this. One.
yeah, and
He was like looking for
if
a
I
wife. He was
would
like
homeschool our children, and
Did he have like
that was
a
fine.
piece
It
of
was
paper that he was checking things
no,
off of?
but it felt like that. He
Yikes.
was a really awesome guy. It's just that,
he was
I
looking
feel
for
like
a
he-
wife. Yeah.
which I'm looking,
But you
for
didn't wanna
a
be like-
husband, but it's just like the kind of thing that's like I don't know, it's awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And
For
then,
sure.
yeah, then I went on one time, and the guy was like, and my sister had set me up with him, and he was so cute, like, very, very cute. Everything was going good, and then he kind of acted a little young,
Mm-hmm.
So I drove. I was like, how
Which
old are
is
you?
not what's kind of L's style.
No.
You gotta be 50 years
No.
older.
No.
than her.
No.
You gotta be at least 10 years older than you.
But
No,
like,
she would date someone like 10 years older.
I would date
10.
someone.
Oh, did you? I thought you said 1. I'm
I
sorry.
would date
10.
someone like 8 years older than me.
Oh, sorry.
8 to 10.
Okay, no, I would date somebody who's 30. I would. As long as they're mature, I would. But anyway, date goes on. He said, and I asked him, like, how old are you? And he goes, oh, I'm 22. Really? Okay. Like, that was very, I was like,
Which would be like a 6-7 years age difference. Yeah,
I could just, like, just notice every little thing for the rest of the time that was like, okay, you don't know what you want. You're not gonna know what you want for a long time. Like, I don't know. It was not okay. And it's too bad because someday he'll be there.
and I'm waiting.
And hopefully I will have.
I'll be waiting in the bushes
yeah.
like the cougar I am.
No, but he kept calling me that.
Oh, I cannot. That's a peak.
I know.
Oh,
We'll get to
And
it
I was
later.
like he was joking, like, haha, you cougar. I'm like,
I hate that. I
that's
hate
gross.
that term.
Mm-hmm.
I get called it all the time. I hate
like,
it.
listen, you.
Yeah,
I mean, you're older,
That's
but
not like
who
a
cares?
big difference.
I know. You wouldn't think.
It's not. What is? Oh my god. Okay. All right.
Anyway, I went on a bad date where I had to watch the movie Bolt, 2008.
Miley Cyrus.
John Travolta, Miley
we
Cyrus.
just talked about in the last episode.
Did we talk
Is that
about
the one
that?
with the snail?
No,
No, that's Turbo.
That's
Very different.
This was a dog.
There's
Yeah.
a dog and a hamster.
John
and a
Travolta,
hamster.
John Travolta plays a dog who has to get back to
Miley
her
Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus friend, which is
The girl.
just bizarre. That was the year that The Dark Knight and Iron Man came out, 2 amazing movies,
I saw that
but
movie
I saw
in theaters
Bolt.
in college.
Yeah, I did too,
You
but
saw
it was on a
Bolt.
date. I saw the movie Bolt, 2008's Bolt.
With a girl.
And with a girl. The rest of the day was fine, but I had to see Bolt, so that ranks for worst date ever because I had to see Bolt.
But like, who else was there with you?
Oh yeah, my dad and younger sister drove. Well, my dad drove me, and my younger sister accompanied us, and they sat at the theater as well.
Did they
In a
sit
different
like?
part.
Same movie.
Yeah,
Did they sit
apart.
like
Yep,
way
away from us.
How
But-
old were you?
I was 14 years old.
Oh,
I didn't know you were that young.
Yeah, I was a kid. But
Still.
anyway,
Okay.
so I saw 2008's Bolt, so I win. Worst date. Cool. Well, nice question. Led to
Thanks.
some very interesting debate.
Sorry, we're not like.
That's all right. I just thought you guys might have some.
This question might come up again in
It might.
future
You
episodes.
should
We'll
ask
see.
other people.
I should have went with my other worst question.
Well, we probably have time for one more question. Who
Oh,
wants
Jesus.
Well,
It'll be fine.
maybe 2 if we hurry it up. So, who wants to go next?
Mine kind of might take a minute.
Okay.
We could
That's
just
fine.
do yours and then.
Okay,
Mine's
so
done. Sorry.
is anyone familiar with American Horror Story?
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
The half of the first
Yes.
season. Yes.
Okay, so I'm talking about specifically season 3,
Okay.
What's
Coven.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's a good
my
one.
favorite.
The Witches.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Jody's
I don't
like,
know
I
why I
understand.
randomly thought of this question.
Okay.
But at the end of the season, the witches go through the trials called the Seven Wonders,
Uh-huh.
which they have to like master all 7 spells in order to become the new Supreme, which is like the head witch.
Cool.
So my question was, and I'll read them to you, but like, which one would you want to be able to master like
Okay.
the most?
Ooh, okay.
Oh, this is
Okay,
a cool
this is
question.
a cool one.
Okay, so the first one is telekinesis.
Oh.
which I'm sure.
I was gonna say is what Mr. Red will pick.
We'll see, we'll see,
You
we'll
all,
see.
you all know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So telekinesis, yeah. Okay. The second one is called concilium,
Mhm.
which is the ability to impose one's will onto another, allowing it to control many parts of the mind.
Oh.
So like
Mind
making
control,
you be
yeah.
able to like move your body and stuff,
Right.
and like make you do things.
That's awful.
The third one is pyrokinesis, which is like the
Fire.
the ability to create, control, and manipulate fire with the power of the mind. And then there's also divination, which is
Transportation.
the ability to obtain direct knowledge of an object, person, location, or physical event through means other than the user's physical senses.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, to be able to... being able to just, like, know, like...
So, like, I know
yeah,
that
like...
clever girls at work right now. And
stuff like that.
Okay.
Then there's transmutation, which is the ability to... basically teleportation. Like, moving...
that's moving. Okay.
Yeah, somewhere. Vitalum Vitalis, which is the ability to balance the scales between... one life force and another. So... basically, like, being able to revive someone when they die. But, like, it's at the expense of...
somebody else's.
No, but, like, it says commonly seen side effects are fainting and dizziness due to the strain.
You take your own energy and give it to someone else.
On rare occasions...
like the opposite of rogue.
Some witches are able to reverse injuries and the aging process, even those that resulted in death.
Like those ones from Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. And then the last one is, I think it's Descensium.
Okay.
Descensium, something like that. The ability to descend into the netherworlds of the afterlife. Witches are able to project themselves directly into hell, which takes the form of their worst fears.
Okay.
I don't remember any of this from the show.
If a witch is stuck for a certain amount of time, they will never be able to leave, and their body disintegrates into dust to you.
Why would anyone ever think that?
Well,
just
if you're Persephone of the Greek mythology.
I would be banned down there for 4 months out of the year.
But then you could jump back up because you do the opposite. Go on.
Yeah. That was the last one.
Okay, cool.
So
they should just call that Persephone's Law.
There's Descensium, Vitalum Vitalis, Transmutation, Divination, Pyrokinesis, Concilium, and Telekinesis.
So which one would yours be?
Yes, tell us.
I think I would like... Which one was it? Hang on.
You don't know? Come on.
Divination, which is the ability to, like, obtain direct knowledge of an object, person, location. So, like, basically knowing. Like, you can just, like, know something. Like, where's this person? Oh, they're there. Like, anything like that.
That happened there.
Why would you want that over everything else?
Just because I don't know, just because I would never, like, not... Like, if somebody asked me something, I would never, like...
You'd never be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh. And, like, a lot of the times I am like, I don't know, a lot of things. Yeah. So,
cool.
That's
a good one.
Yeah, it is. Carmen?
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis. Why?
Just because I feel like it'd be come in handy sometimes.
Yeah.
See Matilda.
Yeah.
Like,
Matilda, straight up.
Bring that here.
Like, you could use it for
Take
good.
that there.
You could use it for revenge. But, like, I wouldn't.
She said calmly.
But I wouldn't
use it for revenge.
It would come in, like, you could use it for practical things, I think.
You could, like, draw chalk and say, like, give my sister back her home or whatever.
You could do a lot of different things with it, so. Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Yeah.
What about woods?
Divination.
Divination.
Which is...
That's the knowing one.
That's
so we got two for divination.
Man, the Hufflepuffs need to know.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They gotta
they
know.
are particularly good finders.
I know,
So.
and I
Yes,
revenge,
that is 100% what I would choose.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Good. Same reason. You just want to be able
Have
to
the knowledge.
have the
And, like,
knowledge.
what about when you lose something, you never know where it is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I would use that.
Like,
I would love that.
Oh, it's there. Okay.
I just wish I knew, I don't know, like more. That's what I would... Never be stumbling over words, never... Just because you just know.
Cool.
That'd be awesome. I love it.
Question about divination. Could you divine the truth?
What does that mean?
Well, like,
Change
could you...
the truth?
Well, no, but, like, be able to know what the truth is. So,
Oh.
like, if somebody's lying to you, could you decide... Could you find out if
I
they're
think so.
lying?
I think
The
you
ability to
know.
obtain direct knowledge of knowledge.
Yeah, I think you could tell.
Interesting
Because you would know what the truth is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then if the person is saying something opposite of that, then they would be lying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a strong contender. That's probably number two for me. But it's got to be telekinesis. Initially, when
so we're 2 for 2.
2 for 2. Initially, when you asked this question, I thought it's got to be telekinesis because with telekinesis, you can do every other power. For example, the pyromancy or whatever, you can manipulate fire and move it around.
I knew he was going to use this.
If people could say like, oh, I'd rather fly. It's like you could lift yourself up, or even if you can't, get like dust particles or sand to lift you up or whatever, or to like manipulate people's minds. That's just chemistry. You can like move people's minds, but the rest of it. You probably can't, like, go to the nether dimensions of hell with telekinesis.
I don't think
you probably couldn't divine the truth. I was really trying to make it work. I was, like, on my phone being like, all right, how can I manipulate this? But kind of went off the rails there. Yeah. And, like, reviving people from the dead. You could, like, move their blood around in their body, but I don't know if that would really work out.
That would probably be my second pick. Just side note.
Yeah. But divination would be very useful, especially, like, oh, where's my keys? Okay, I know where my keys are. Or whatever. That's a light example, but there's
tiebreaker.
Make life really easy.
Jody?
Tiebreaker?
Or you're just going to have some random...
Choose a third one.
Come on.
Bringing the people back from the dead.
Oh,
For
really?
Sure. Can't stand anyone dying that I love, so I gotta bring them all back.
And actually, side note, the most recent season, season 8, spoilers, someone was able to go to do dissension, which is like to go into hell or whatever, and get someone and
they Hercules it.
They Hercules.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Hercules.
So I guess that's possible, but rare.
Right.
Rare.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like tricking one of the spells with another spell.
Well, that's like your telekinesis.
Well, that's because that's not even... That's like science, Jody. That's science. You can do anything. You want to be invisible? Manipulate the light around you. Shift the light with your telekinetic power.
I just want to bring the people I love back. Okay. That's all I want.
Cool.
That's definitely what I would pick.
The talent.
I definitely picked Gay Mischief.
Divination.
And Woods, L, and yours. Like, I knew what the three of you were going to pick.
Oh.
Sure. Yeah, I had no idea what Carmen Sandiego would pick. Right. She did not disappoint.
No.
Cool.
You could use it for revenge.
I would probably not use it for revenge.
You are not a spiteful person. Not saying that Woods L is.
There's a certain person at my work who I would be like, oh, your coffee's going to spill this morning.
Oh, your coffee's going to be full of piss.
Rude.
Well, it wouldn't be anything more than that.
And then they'll think you're psychic.
Yes, because I said it.
By the way, your coffee's
going to spill.
And then
you're
I don't ask people, but if you come for me or the people that I love, you're not going to like it.
You're right, yeah. Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
No.
Good question.
Very good question.
Fun.
All right. Well,
we can do one more.
One more. All right. We'll do
more.
Who wants to do one more?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not sure which one. Oh gosh.
Okay.
You said which one you wanted to pick.
Okay, all right. Well, I was gonna switch.
I don't care. I don't care what you do. Whatever makes you happy.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go with the one I had originally.
Okay.
Good idea, because I don't want to get in a fight.
Not at the end of the episode.
Yeah. Okay. I'm doing that one next time.
All right. Write it down.
Okay.
I'll get my stats ready.
No.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So, I'm talking about high school reunions here. Are you guys going, and why are you not going? Why have you decided? What's your choice, and why?
What's yours?
Mine?
You go first.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mine I just got invited to. I don't know if I'm going or not, but I honestly don't care anymore.
Isn't yours this year?
It's this year.
Yeah.
They're doing it in November.
Sometimes they do 5.
Yeah, we
some
old,
reason.
honey. It's okay.
But it's just, I don't think, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going exactly, but I don't really care to go. I don't care about a lot of those people
With Facebook, it's almost
unnecessary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
there's definitely some people that would be really cool to see again that I haven't seen. That would be really awesome to see them. But I don't want to see those people that were really mean in high school and stuff. I just don't want to see them.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do it. And I've up until probably this year, I've always been I'm gonna go and be
I think everyone
show them
thinks
up
that,
or whatever.
or
You know what I
hopes
mean?
that.
But it's just I don't care about them.
Right.
And now I just think it doesn't matter. None of it matters.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
But that's my.
That's a good question.
It is a good question.
My 10-year high school reunion was 2 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and I was going to go, but it got canceled because the people in my
Remix.
class
Dang.
were psychopaths.
Uh-oh.
And
They got
everyone-
run over by Alexis.
No, there was a lot of just trashy discourse in our little group of
Yikes.
planning it, and then the girl that was planning it was just kind of like,
I'm done.
everyone is complaining so much that we're just not going to have it. And she messaged me privately. She's like, if you still want to come, we're doing this like smaller thing. If you still want to come, and it ended up being, I was genuinely out of town, but I would have gone because I mean I had a good high school experience, so I wouldn't have minded seeing people. I definitely am not friends with most of the people now,
Mhm.
but I am friends with select people. Like I'm getting dinner on Sunday with a couple of people from my high school class.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. If the opportunity came to go, I might go, but I genuinely don't care. Like, I don't know those people anymore.
Right.
I'm not the same person that I was in high school, and neither are they, so it's kind of obsolete.
Yeah.
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 I agree.
Yeah.
But I would have gone.
Did you all have a 5-year?
No.
No.
I've been to a
Okay,
10-year
I don't think
reunion.
that's a thing then.
Just not mine.
But
Some people do.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
people do.
this year would be my 5-year.
Huh.
Gosh, already?
I
Oh my
know,
gosh.
right?
Yeah.
Isn't that awful?
Yeah.
I'm 50.
I remember going to your own house.
I'm 50.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. Like, I guess I would go, but I don't really. I talked to maybe like 3 people from high school. Only one of them I actually like hang out with every like while.
So often.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have any anxiety about going? Like, do you have anything that you're like, oh, I don't want to go because...
No.
No.
Because I just really don't care.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
But, like, do I really care to see most of them? Not really. But would I go just to, like, see the people that I can't really see outside of it? Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
friends and stuff. Because, like, everybody gets busy. Like, everyone has their own lives now. People are married. They have kids. Like, I get, like, we can't see each other. And, like... So I feel like that would be the only place where we would be able to see each other and
Right.
like catch up and stuff.
Mhm.
So that's the only reason I probably would go. But other than that,
Yeah.
Okay.
I struggle so much
Uh-huh.
with this. My 10 years next year. I was actually on my way to a class reunion meeting when I
Oh,
crashed
yeah.
my car.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of taking that as like, maybe I shouldn't go.
Right.
Like, honestly, that's like
Yeah.
a thing. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't go. And I seriously have both sides of it. Being a Gemini. No.
Yeah. Yes. No. Okay.
Yeah, literally.
One half of me, I stayed in my hometown, so I feel obligated that I'm like, I'm here. I should be planning this. I should be helping. I need to be doing this. I'm the only, like, one of the few people who are still around here that can, like, go and get this done and get this ordered and whatever. And so, and I love doing that stuff. So I'm like, yes, I would want to do it. And there are some people that I would like to see. There's a greater number of people who I wouldn't want to see. So yeah, I struggle with it all the time.
Yeah.
I would go with my one friend that I have from high school. Like, she would go, she would definitely be my safety net. Her husband, Alex, would go, and like I'd feel safe. But then, like, if for some reason my ex-best friend was there, I don't know how together I could really hold it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I struggle with it all the time on whether I would go or not.
Sure.
I'd probably go. I used to say, I'm like, well, if Mr. Red works for NASA, like, yeah, I'm definitely going to go. Because
Yeah.
I'm just going to be like, yeah, my husband works for NASA. Of course, I thought I would have a husband by then. But,
Wow, Joe.
yeah.
We're going to do this right now.
Yeah.
I knew
So,
that.
yeah, I'm complete.
Shut up.
Right now, I just really don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a valid.
I'm scared to do it. I'm scared to not do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that's a clever girl answer if there ever was one.
Right. I'm going to go. I want to. I'm excited for it. It just seems like fun.
I want to go to yours more than I want to go to mine.
Why do you want to go to mine?
Because I didn't know anybody. So,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
so I had no pressure.
right. It's just fun. Like, you just go, you hang out, you see people that you haven't seen in a while, and if they suck, you're like, oh, you guys suck now. Surprise, surprise.
You can always leave if it's
Yeah, you can always just leave.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a fun thing to do. I'm always looking for fun things to do. I started this podcast because it was fun.
We did.
So I'm gonna go because it's just a fun thing to do. I
just think it's gonna be like prom when we went to prom, and like everyone was like, "Oh my god, is that Alex's girlfriend?" Like, so that's why I want to go. Although I just imagine it'll be like that all over again.
I never understand why people are like, "Oh, I don't think I'm gonna go." It's like it's gonna be a fun thing. Just go. Like even
hopefully.
if you, hopefully, and if it's not, leave. Like you're not committed to stay there. You can leave. So I'm gonna go. Although I do hate the fact that I'm most likely going to be still in college when I go to my 10-year.
Nobody has to know that. We can completely lie.
So that's gonna suck. So.
What's kind of seriously.
I've been out of college for a long time, so
yeah. All right. Well,
Good question.
Good. Yeah, very good.
Thanks.
Question. Good question. Well, guys, thank you for being on this episode of Peeves and Qs. Wow.
Thank you.
This was fun. If you want to tune in 1 week, there'll be another exciting edition.
That's bold to say.
Well, fingers crossed. We do have plans to record again, so it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And we thank you for listening. If you want to follow the show on Twitter, and if you want to tweet at the show, maybe you have questions or comments yourself, you can do that at Peeves and Qs. And if you have longer form stuff, like one that we're going to read in the next episode, I promise, unless we forget, you can email... We won't. You can email us at peevesandqspodcast@gmail.com. And you can follow me personally on Twitter at Mr. spelled it the long way, Red2342. That's at Mr. Red2342.
You can follow me on Twitter at Clever Girl, the letter F and the letter X.
Clever Girl FX. Who else has stuff they want to plug?
None of your business.
I'm going around the world, don't know where I am. I'm Carmen San Diego.
Spin a globe, throw a dart. All right, well, bye, everyone. Without much further ado, you're released from this.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.